Hey there, Certified Funnel Expert here. Welcome to part two of the One Funnel Away Challenge funnel build out here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Trying to go like super skinny on this because I've got the resolution jacked up, but so here, boom, red, and order. Order page. But just like it sounds, this is where we complete the order. This is where they go and they fill out. So if we go back here, this is where they're going to fill out and put in their info. And we're going to have, I don't know if I can do them small enough, but we're going to have like name, email, credit card information, everything that we need to complete the order. And then at the very bottom, we're going to have our buy button, right? The buy button that is once the credit card info is in, it's going to process it and make sure that everything goes through. If it doesn't, this takes care of that as well. It gives them an error message, lets them know this field's empty, and lets them, get it sorted out to take care of things. Now we're also going to have some benefits, order summary, testimonials, additional items on the page there. And that's pretty much what's on the order page. Now, the nice thing about this is that on the order page, on this particular one, they've got it included as a default. And what really works cool is what's called an order bump. Now, you'll see it in action. I'll show you on the actual page in the builder there. But this thing is freaking cool because what it does is it gives you the opportunity to increase the initial purchase right when they have their credit card in hand, right when they're like going through the checkout, essentially, right? So on the page, we'll do this one a little different, a little special. See if we can fit it in here. Boom. So that's our order bump. So what's involved there is that they get there's a box if they want to check it because we've got their order summary right here, and they can see how much it is. So they know it's $27 or whatever the cost of the item is, and then there's the order bump. If they put a check mark in that box for this item that they're like, oh, you know what, that is, I want that. I've got my credit card in hand. I'm already buying. Let's get that too because that looks pretty awesome. So they check the box, and then they see that additional item, like a line item on their purchase. They see their total go up by whatever, so it's clear in front of them what's going on, and then they can take that option if they want. If they uncheck the box, it goes away, but they have the opportunity to do that and to buy and go ahead and take advantage of that. And what that does, like in the case of the one funnel, way back when I was when I started using this funnel and kind of modeled it, is that it took my tripwire from just the initial $7 offer up to, it was an additional $7 item, so I had a 75% take rate on that. And that was it took after looking at the entirety of the funnel, it took the front end from $7, which it should have been because it was only a $7 item, all the way up to $12 because of the amount of people who took it, right? More often than not, people would go, all right, I'll take that. Right? So boom, all of a sudden from 7 to 14, you can double your front end purchase, right? And that's just on a tripwire. And yeah, it's so awesome and so powerful. I would say, I don't mean to be harsh, but I would say you would be foolish not to use that, right? So the next page in this awesome funnel is going to be our upsell, so our OTO. And it's kind of like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to get skinny here. There we go. Here, and our OTO just has a headline, and I like to go with just a video, and then you can have a small description. The one that they include is pretty awesome. So if you can't make it work, yeah, like it's impossible. It's just too good. The setup is really good, however you want to have it set up. But the gist of it is to be like, hey, your order's not quite done because you're taking action. You're doing this. We want to give you this one-time offer, this incredible discount on this additional item. It's more of what they're buying essentially, and it's an upsell. It's like, do you want fries and a Coke with that? Right? Do you want to upsize your Coke for 10 cents more? So this is our OTO, which stands for, oops, let's do it red. So OTO stands for one-time offer or upsell, right? And the great thing about this is that there will always be people who take this upsell, right? Most of the people probably won't. The take rate that I had on my OTO was 18%. So you know what? Let's throw some numbers in just so we can follow along and keep this right. My tripwire was converting at, it was a 5 point something, but we'll just say 5. Just for simplicity's sake. Order page here, yep, the buyer, and then this was 18%. So what does that mean? Okay, so if we look at this from start to finish as far as the sequence here. So on my particular squeeze page was converting at 41, but we'll say 40. 40% conversion on the squeeze page here, right? Out of those 40% of the people who would opt in, they would go see this offer here. 5% of them, so after like say 100 people went through and saw the sales page, I would have 5 buyers, right? So another 100 people, another 5 buyers, 100 people, 5 buyers, right? And then out of those buyers, out of this 5% of the buyers here, 18% of those buyers going through would go and take advantage of the upsell, right? And then the upsell was like 97 bucks. So that's how it pushes up my average customer value. If I was just selling a $7 item, my average customer value would be 7. I would be stuck. It could never go higher than that. And I know that I could spend $7 to acquire a customer. But if it was ever got to be $8, if some competition rolled into town, that's it. I'm out of business because I could only ever spend $7. But setting it up like this, I know that I could spend $30 to acquire a customer because that was my average customer spend because of these numbers here, right? I don't want to go hard into the numbers, but that's why funnels are so powerful. So on our OTO page, boop, back to this. So we'd have, this was also a video. Look like so. It doesn't have to be long. It's usually like about a 2-minute video. Any upsell videos I've ever made and created, usually always under 5 minutes. Usually fairly short in regards to video creation, so it's not a huge deal. And then underneath that is they have a there's one of 2 options. Yes, I want the upsell, and it's a button. And then typically there'll be, I like to put in a no button. Some people will just have a text link, but there's a no option as well, right? And you want to have that clear as far as, yes, I want to take this upsell. It's going to add X amount to this cart purchase today. Like you don't want any kind of ambiguity as far as how much or what's going on with the charge. In regards to it, and wherever you have that, you want to have the no option. No, it's okay. I'm cool with just, because there was like most of them were like, no, I'm cool. I just want to buy the, this awesome tripwire, check it out, and then go from there, right? So, but the point is to have this in place because of the 18% who take advantage of it. And then that's, as far as the last step here, as far as the main parts, I'm actually going to put this underneath, and we'll do a little bit of arrow just so we can follow along here because we're getting a little thin on the side. Boop. So the next step is the order confirmation page, and this is actually pretty simple, so we don't need, there we go. So whether or not they take the upsell, yes or no, they're going to go to this one here, which is order confirmation. We'll throw the text in. Okay, so order confirmation. So the point of that page is really just to take them through and be like, your purchase is done. Here's how to get your stuff. That's the 2 main things that page needs to do. You can do other more advanced stuff with it, but it's really just about just letting them know that the charge went through. There was no problems, because buying can be like kind of a stressful experience as far as whipping out your credit card, throwing into your info into a website, and then hitting the submit button and waiting for the little wheel to turn, right? So after the upsell, whether they take it or not, they land here and just lets them know that everything's all good, and here's how to get your stuff. So the next 2 pages in the funnel are going to be if you want to, where you're going to deliver your product. I'm a huge fan of digital products. So as far as delivering those, we can do that for them inside a little membership site. So the order confirmation is going to have a link, and it's going to take them to the members login page. So that page, the point of this page here, it's a very simple page, and all it is to set them up so that they can access the members area. So here we'll do the next one. So this is, throw some labels on here. Go back to red because that will change. So this one is members, login. Okay, all good. There we go. Just had to get it sorted. No probs. Like a request. It's like, was going to do it there, now doing it here. All right, so back to the funnel. So after our members login page, the point of this page, again, is just to set them up. It's just like set up a name, email, or sorry, put in your email address, and then put in a password, and then confirm that password. So, nope. Square. There we go. And there's really not much to this page. Really simple. You're gonna have your logo, your graphic, get that all set up so that they know that they're in the right spot. Like the product shot, lets them know that they can access this. So once they set that up, it's gonna give them access to the members area. And that's what this one is here. And this is gonna have like your lessons on it. It's usually about like this, right? And then we're gonna have lesson 1, right? Lesson 2. And these are sections, right? Lesson sections. And then you're going to have individual items, individual lessons. And I'll show you as far as one that I've got set up, like a sample one, underneath each one, right? And it's super simple. It's the same editor that you use when you're building the pages. And it's super, super simple. I'll show you once we get over there, and we'll jump into it here. So as far as the last label, throw this in. Let's move on and get the going. Members area. Boom. And it's like that. So that is the funnel that you get from them. Essentially, they want you to build out, but there's so many, like, try not to get hung up on it, like, oh, I don't have an OTO. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not equally as, it's kind of like both sides. It's not hard to make an OTO, but don't let it hold you up to the point where you're like, oh, that's it. I just can't launch this funnel because I don't have an OTO, right? Like, it's not a big deal, but it's so powerful. And when you see the numbers in play, like in your favor, when it actually works out and you're like, holy crap, somebody took advantage of the entire thought, everything that was in the funnel, right? And it's joy, it's validation. It's like, yeah, this does work. It's not some kind of sorcery. It's just following, following the tracks that have been laid before you by other people, going to the, following the path of success, right? So we're not gonna get too deep. Let's, okay, we'll move this out of the way and take a look at the funnel itself, right? So there's all of our pieces. There's our squeeze page, sales page, order form, OTO, order confirmation page, login, access, all the pieces. It goes straight into your account. You just go click and it loads it right in and all the pieces are there. So then all you have to do is just go in and customize, right? So I've set these up so you can see as far as inside the editor, it is like very, very simple to work with. I've worked with other lesser editors, not as easy to use, and this thing is tickety-boo, right? Yeah. But that's the great thing about the One Funnel Away Challenge, right? As far as the way that they structure it, the way that they teach it to you, you have all of your stuff set up. So you don't have to worry about like, well, what do I have for a graphic here? Or what's my headline going to be there? They set you up so that all that stuff is taken care of in advance, literally weeks in advance. Like you go and work on your hook, your story, and your offer. And like it's tough to describe because it's like the way that they do it, the way that you see some of these examples, you'll see how powerful these things are. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but Stephen Larson tells a story about a book, success, like a book that led to his success. And yeah, when he tells that story, like you'll understand things in a deeper level than you ever did before. So just the learning component of it is just absolutely major. So okay, and I will put in as far as like if you, the great thing about it, the one funnel away challenge, boom, is that if you go and sign up for it, right, it's $100 to go through it. It's probably the cheapest. You're literally getting a master's degree in funnels for $100. And if you go and you promote this to anyone else, one person goes, like, you promote it to your list, to people you know, somebody, whomever, and they go, okay, and they sign up under your affiliate link to this challenge, you get $100, right? So you can literally cover your cost and make money promoting this challenge if you want. But even if you go through it once and one other person, right, you net zero on this, you still get one of the like most incredible educations ever. Like, I'm not gonna just go rah completely here, but like I say, I was a little, I don't want to say smug, but I came into this like having built like a load of funnels and just like some of the deeper elements that were taught. Oh, amazing. Anyways, back to this. So you're gonna have all this stuff. Like, you don't have to worry about like, oh, what am I gonna put here? What's my headline gonna be? All that kind of stuff. That's all taken care of. And it's like really, I wouldn't deviate too much from certain structures, but there's a couple of different varieties of this funnel. But really, it's like, okay, well, how do I go in and do things? Well, you just go in, you can click on the plus sign here, and then you add an element, and it breaks down really simply, right? So this will kind of cover as we go through things on the page here. So if we look at a page, it breaks down into sections, rows, columns, elements, and that's it. So the great thing is it's all color coded. So when you're hovering over something, you know what you're dealing with, right? So the sections are green, and those are the biggest things on here, right? So we see this green section here pretty much takes up the entire page. If we click on this, and we click on manage, we can see, yep, it's just one section, one big green chunk on here, right? And everything is inside it. All this text, picture, everything's all inside of it. And I'll show you how. So the next thing is the rows, right? So if we click on rows, click on manage, we can see how many. So we got 1, 2, 3 rows. Now on the side it's grayed out, but if you see when I hover over each one of these rows, it goes to that thing. It just goes there, so you don't have to scroll around. It's extremely intuitive. Somebody was thinking when they put that part together. So if I want to edit this row, all I do is just click on it. It takes me into that row, and I can go and mess with all the settings involved here. Now I've got other deeper videos about using these and configuring stuff, but it's really simple as far as top margin, like adding space on top of something when something's like smushed too close. It's going to be the top margin, right? You just go and adjust it, creating some space. Changing out images, browse to that image. You're going to have an image library where you just go, once you get your images, either you make them or you have somebody make them. Just go there, boom, upload them all in one shot, and all your images are done. You just go through and you're just replacing stuff here, right? Like all I did here, there was a picture before, all I did was replace it, right? And go through. So let's say that let's say we're going to have a countdown timer because we want people to opt in, but this thing's going to go away. It's free information, but not for long. So we go into countdown, and we're going to go a minute timer here. We'll go add that, we go in, and then we just change the options on it, right? They've got, we'll say that this is available for, 30 minutes. You know what, let's change it, 27 minutes, and then they got to, if not, we can have that redirect to another page that says, sorry, you missed out. Show them that you mean business, put in a timer, right? That's the whole fear of missing out, the scarcity aspect of it. And then once we've got this thing configured, all we do is hit save, we hit preview, and we can actually see our page in action. As soon as we hit save, this thing's live. Boom, there it goes, 27, and starting to count down. And that's what they're going to see when they come to the first step of the funnel. So if we don't like something, the great news is when you're going through here and doing stuff, if you don't like something, you can delete it, or you can go in, when you click on the little gear to go into the settings of whatever you're working on, you go and you can click hide, and now it's still there, but we've just hidden it. So if I hit save, that element won't be there anymore. I don't actually want that one on here. I'm going to go back to manage. Now I can see elements are the individual things. So that's a headline, picture, form, button, and we can see it all the same thing. As we hover over it, it will go to each thing, right? If I want to find this form here, so I'm looking, or the button, so I go button, boom, right? And on the side, it just went to it. So it's selected, it knows, and now I want to alter the properties of this button. I click on it, and now I'm into the settings of it. Because I don't like that blue button, I'm going to change it to, boom, red button, right? I want to go, that's, because I'm going to go and configure it like that, because that's my branding colors, or whatever, right? So I go and I hit save. And again, my changes are live, so now I've gone and configured my funnel or my squeeze page, which is again first step of the funnel, and we're good to go. So now, once that's done, anytime we've gone and configured this however we need to, all we have to do is hit save, and then we can hit the exit button here. I've already gone and loaded up these other pages, so our sales page, again, all we have to do is just go in, hit edit, and start configuring the page. And like I say, if you go through, like this is one of the biggest mistakes when I was first starting out using these things. It was like I got ClickFunnels, and the first time I saw a demo of it, I was like, and I'm pretty sure like a little bit of pee came out of me because I was so like, oh my god, I've like had to stitch funnels together with like this has to talk to this, has to talk to this, and as long as these things all work together perfectly and talk to each other, yeah, you're all good. Then you're fine. But yeah, that was not the case. So then I saw ClickFunnels, and I was like, oh my god, everything, it's just a funnel. You just click a button and you get a funnel, and it just works. Oh my god. So I got in there, and I think I spent about 3 days straight. It was just like, yeah, like insomnia, just like clicking in funnels. Oh my god, funnels! You can do this, and clicking and playing, and I would go in, and I would literally be like, okay, let's build a funnel. Cool. Yeah, let's play around here and like spend an hour doing this, change this around. Oh, like you can do this font, or I could do this font, or I could do, and just like dumb, stupid, time wasting stuff. Versus when you go and have all your stuff and you just plug it in into the funnel, hit save, go, go, go. It's extremely fast. So that is like one of the best things about the one funnel away challenge is that they set you up so that it avoids the whole funnel madness that I went through. You do not want funnel madness, right? So when you get to this page, like we said, this one here is the, so we just swap out the graphic in here and change it to whatever our logo is that we need, right? So we go in here and we'll make this, boom, Sales Funnel Nerd branded. Bam, add the image. And you know what? So I look at it, I'm like, too big. So let's take it down to 75 pixels, right? All I'm doing is just adjusting the image width, a little too small. Let's go 100. There we go. Just right. And then I hit save, right? Now this tells them that what they opted in for, it's on its way, but watch this free video, right? Change up the text a little bit. So we've got this headline. So this is where we would put in a hook, right? A good hook, like how I generated $30.44 per customer selling a $7 item, right? That's gonna kind of stop them and get them to come down here and click play and check this out. Then we've got our buy button, and then we start in with our text, right? This is where the text part of our stuff comes in. And it's like, where do I get this from? Like I say, they take you through a process where you like fill this out. And then when it's like, oh, look at that, I've got all my stuff constructed here. So in here, right, we go in, and if we don't have, maybe we don't have this big product collage shot here, right? So we can just go and bam, delete it or hide it, because you know what, we're launching our funnel, we're getting that collage shot done down the road, so we'll just hide that element for now, and then once it comes back, I go in there, unhide it, swap it out to mine, and I'm good to go. But for now, I just I hide it, hit save, and it's not impeding me, right? The fastest path to getting your funnel done, that's what we want. So in here, now we go in, and yeah, all it is just changing things out. They take you through, and you'll have all your stuff, what your offer is, and then same with your product shots, right? Go in here, boom, I click on this, and now it's, we'll go with profit documentary. There we go, right? And I hit save. That's it. I'm just going through and swapping out certain things. And then once, don't waste time unless you're a pro with Photoshop, don't even bother, doing your stuff. Like there's people who can just do it so much faster and better on Fiverr or wherever. And the same thing, they'll give you a link to get this done. But this is it. This is how, the nice thing about templates and whatnot, you just go through and we're just swapping things out and customize the size that we want, because it just lets you do like whatever you want. Like you can go in, there's more advanced features, but right, That's all we need to do. And then once we've got it changed up, we just hit save. And then if we need to take a look at it, we hit the preview button and we're good to go. So here's where we put in our bonuses. And then we're going to go in and alter this text here, change this out. I would like the layout on this page is great. Like the aesthetics are good. My advice to you is don't mess with anything. Don't mess with the font. Don't change the font at all. Don't change, any of the layout. Don't be like, you know what? I think I should put a video at the very, very bottom of the page. Have you ever seen that before? It's probably a reason why. So no, don't, just leave it as it is. Fill it all out and put your offer in. Here's where we put our offer recap. So here's where we stack the value and be like, you're getting this, you're getting this, you're getting this, right? This page, like I say, this has done like millions of dollars for them. So yeah, it works. Just go in, change it out, and you good to go. So once we hit save and we've changed out what we need, we move on to the next page. And that's the order form. The good news about this one is that this one's pretty simple. Your sales page is the one that's like doing all the work, gets them to like, okay, I want this thing. It's your offer has convinced them. So they get to this one and they're like, okay, I'm going to buy the product. So we're going to swap out all this stuff here to change it to whatever we need. So we go in here, same type of thing, click, and then this takes us to our image library. If I need to add my own images, all I do is just click upload and then I can do it. If I open up a file explorer window and I've got all these in one folder, I can select them all, drag them up top here and let go, and then it'll just do like a bulk upload. So definitely do a bulk and get all your stuff and then put them in here, because you don't want to be like editing, okay, browse, where was that image again? Add some more text editing. Oh, right, image, browse, where was that again? Yeah, just do it all at once. And do the bulk upload. So again, a little too big. Let's go with 100. Let's go 150. There we go. All right. Bam. Hit save. Now on each of the pages when you go through, this is all going to have some default stuff on it. So you want to go through and you want to adjust on each page the SEO metadata. So this is what people are going to see on the top tab. So when they're looking at their browser window and the little partial description in the top tab, that's where you want to, that's going to change that. And then under general is where you want to go in and whether or not you want it to show in search engines, right? So my order form, I don't actually want that to show in search engines. I want my squeeze page to show up, and that's kind of it, right? So that's kind of the default setting that I use in regards to it. I guess you have, like, as far as people going to your sales page, the point of the funnel is to capture their information first. So all you have to do is just go in here. I click this to hide, and then click save, right? If I want to show it, I can go in and adjust it as well. The next page in the funnel is the, whoa, let's go back. Sorry, I forgot about the awesomeness of the order bump. So let's go back because it's fun to watch this thing load up and do its thing over and over. Actually, it's not too bad. ClickFunnels is actually running pretty smooth considering how much crap I have running on this computer right now, but it's going good. Let's take a coffee break for a sec, quick sip, because my throat's getting parched. Okie dokie, back into this one. I'm going to open this in a new tab. I'm going to send this back to the OTO page, and should be all good. Okay, back to it. So down at the bottom here, almost forgot about, there it is. See this? Awesome thing about this is, see how the arrows, yeah, it's flashing? Okay, good. So the arrow's flashing, so it catches their attention. And it's also placed right above the buy button, so they're kind of going to see it no matter what. But with that flashing arrow, it is, yeah, this thing is literally free money, right? That's how you want to think of this. When you're doing your funnel, when you're like, should I have an order bump? You think to yourself, do I like free money? Because that's what it is. So we go onto here, and all we have to do is just click settings. and then alter the text, right? There's 3 sections here. So the headline, that's where the arrow is. The red part here, the red text is the OTO headline, and then we've got our OTO text. So that text has to be good, right? It's got to let them know what it is and why it is so awesome and why they want to grab it, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you have that. And they're going to see, so when whatever the value of this is here, when they check this, they'll see it right here reflected immediately in the price, so they'll know what's going on as far as the layout, and there won't be any question that it's been added. And then if they, like I say, if they uncheck it, it'll go away, so the option is on them. So all they have to do is just click save, and we would see our changes, and then we're good. We can preview it, and we can go from there. So we're going to leave this one, and we're back to the next step in our funnel is the OTO page. So again, they've got a good format here. All you're going to be doing is just plugging your text in, plugging in the link to your video. Super simple to go with this one. All you have to do, just change the text up a little bit to meet your needs. But they've got this. We want to have a product description, product shots of whatever it is they're getting in this awesome bonus. It can be just literally as simple. We could go in, and I could go and I could click on the gear here, and I could hide this entire section, and I could have nothing from here down. I could just have this here, and this would still be an awesome OTO page, right? If you're like, oh, what do I put for all that other stuff? Don't worry about it. Just have a video. Don't miss a special offer. This is a huge discount. Video does all the work as far as the selling of it in a VSL, and then it's on them. Yes, I want to add this for an additional charge of whatever, or no, I don't, and they can click the no link, right? But you don't have to get that complex. You could go turn off the whole bottom half of this page, and this thing would still be a killer, right? It would get the job done, no problem. So we go in, customize it however we need, and then we go to our order confirmation page. So if we go in and edit this one, this one is, again, it's super simple. Like people think funnels are complex or have to be a whole bunch of this and that, but it can be very simple. So on this one, we've got a simple order page because all we want to let them know is that, yep, the order went through, everything's good. Here's where to get your stuff. And I would literally change this as far as the product receipt. I would put another headline above that in the same size font as this. Maybe just duplicate this headline here. And that's the nice thing is if you've got something, instead of going and constructing stuff, if you got something, you can just go, and the clone feature is handy. So we just go here, boom, and we can move this one. Let's put it below this subheadline. Now sometimes with the editor, like you can go, and there it went. We can drag and drop. Sometimes it gets a little weird, so you can just go in, click on Elements, Manage, and then we can arrange the headline here. Maybe I want to put this headline, maybe I want to put that tiny headline at the very top. So I can just go into Elements, Manage. I find the little headline, it's highlighted, grab this arrow, drag it to the top, let go, boom, now it's at the top. You know what, I like it in the middle, let's put it back. Boom, now it's back in the middle. So we go into the bottom one here, so we're going to change this. And we want to, want some space. Let's get a little bit of space between that. Congrats. And then all we're doing is just changing the text. We click inside, double click, highlight. Here's how to get your stuff. Super simple. I would even go beyond this. I'd be like, step 1, click below where it says product receipt. Step 2, you're going to set up your account inside the members area on the next page. Step 3, access your stuff inside the members area. Leave no question. Make it simple. You're like, oh, but doesn't that seem obvious? It seems obvious maybe to us, right? You want to walk them. You want to hold their hand through every single part of it, right? Boom, bold, congrats, your order's done. Here's how to get your stuff. Save, boom, page is done. All I got to do, again, we're just swapping stuff out because we've got all this stuff, all these images, everything. They will have you prepared for that moment. You're like, oh, what did I put there? It's done. It's all done. Bam. That is ginormous. As much as I love seeing my logo hugely on here, let's go half of that. Whoops. Whoa. Let's go 20. Yeah, we can go crazy on here. Let's go 250. Oh, that's a bit audacious. There we go. Perfect. 200. Done. We've got our legal links. And the nice thing is, here's a quick tip for you. When you go in and you're setting stuff up, I can customize this footer link one time. I can go in here and set it up. Once it's as good as I want it here, I hit save. And I set this up as custom template section. So when I go and I come to this page again, other funnels that I'm building, I'm like, oh, I need that footer. I just click on here, click on add new section, and it will be saved and tucked away for me under this my sections. Blammo. Yeah. So next, after we save this and do our thing, we're going into members login page. So the cool thing about this is that this page here, super simple, and it's got some sorcery behind it, because what it does is it knows, it'll get people the first time they come there, it'll prompt them to put in their email address, a password, and then the password again to set up their account. The next time they come back, it'll know that they've set themselves up, they put in their password or their email and their password again, and then it logs them in. It's just awesome. So it looks like this. Again, all we're doing, going in, swapping stuff out, because we've already got it done. Bam. Blammo. Let's go 100. Let's go 150. There it is. Boom. Save. That's all good. Now this, I'm just putting my logo in here, but I would maybe do so instead of having just this one column. So all we do is we add another row. So we can add a row, and we can go 2 columns, right? And we just grab it, drag it over, and set it up underneath here. Now, because I want to have what I want, instead of this one in the center, I want to have this and the product. So I could just go, now I can just grab this thing, move it to this one over here, bam. I go in here, add new element, image, I can just click, and I can just drag, and I can just drop. And then all I do is click, I browse to my image in my image library, and then I go to my product, right? Image, now it's like this. Oh, it's humongous. That's okay, we bring it under control just by doing the image width again. Let's go 200, let's go 150, same as the other one. It's kind of big, it's kind of pushing things down, but I think it's because of this row up above it here. I don't actually want that in place here. I kind of like the other one. So, but I just want to show you, as far as you can set it up, and you can do whatever you want. Whatever site you see, and you're like, oh, that looks good, I wish mine looked like that. It can look like that, but they have this funnel set up, you know, pretty good right out the gate. There isn't really much you should have to change around, or, you know, if you're doing that, you're just kind of getting fancy. And sometimes you don't really need to get fancy versus just get it done. So again, just swapping things out, changing things here. This you can pretty much leave as is. Change this out here on the bottom, hit save, done. Right? That's it for the login page. It's super simple. There's just not that much to it. So the other page is the members area access. And for this one's kind of, this is where it can get a little bit complex, but it's not too bad. Just all you have to understand is that there's 2 editors on here. So we've got our main big open and edit button here, and that's going to show us like the framework of the membership area page. All the content is this stuff under here, and we edit each lesson individually, right? So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to open this one up in a new tab, and we'll go to it, but we can see I've set up some lessons here. Ultimate Funnel Example, Ultimate Funnel Example 2, right? So we'll just remember that. Each one has one lesson underneath that. So if I go over and I look at the editor that I've opened up, we can see all we have to do is just go in and change out, boom, changing out the image and customizing it however we need. And that page there is how everyone's going to see it when they log into the members area, right? So break this down to 100. And then I would customize this as far as the links that I need for my support. And we don't see anything here. We don't see any of the lessons, but that's okay. That's just, it's just showing us a preview. It'll get updated, or it'll just show us the real deal when we hit preview. So we've changed this out, and now I hit the preview button. And now we see all those lessons that were in the section here under our editor, under all of our steps here, all those, there they are. Ultimate Funnel Example, Ultimate Funnel Example 2, boom, there it is, right? Simple. So all we're doing, each one of these things, these are all little lessons here. So if I click on this one, right, this one is a video lesson. This one here, it's different. No, sorry, the first lesson is set up so here we can have a picture, and then maybe this is a PDF download or an audio download. All we do is just configure the link for the button. And here, these ones here, I work with video a lot, so I set it up as a video lesson. All we do is just go in. This video lesson is a template. I'm just changing out the headline here, and I'm putting in a link to my YouTube video, right? Or my Vimeo video or whatever it is. And then if this is available to download, I set up my links underneath, but boom, like a simple lesson template right out of the gate. Now this button, the cool thing is when I'm back in this editor here, this was an extra element. I added this. So now that we've got them in this members area and they're checking stuff out, why not put a button to other funnels or other offers, right? Makes sense. And that's it. It's super simple. It's a very powerful funnel. When we go in, if we need to add another lesson section, boom, click the button that says lesson section. I did one that said ultimate template. There we go. Ultimate funnel example 2. So let's go with that. Example number 3, another lesson section. We can put in product requirements and tag requirements, all that kind of stuff. I would just keep it simple right out the gate. So we make our lesson section, and then we just add lessons to it. So anytime we click add new lesson, if I need to add a new lesson to this first section, I can do that. If I need to add it to any of the other ones, I can do that as well. I just click from the drop down. There's a new one, ultimate template or ultimate funnel example 3. You tell I got the word template on my brain for some reason. And then we call this one cool stuff number 1. What kind of template do we want? Video lesson. We can go in here and set up a drip delay and do all this other kind of advanced stuff, but don't worry about everything under here unless you're doing the more advanced features. If you're just putting the stuff out, you just need to choose your template. We hit create lesson, and there it is. And it happens right away. So all we have to do in our preview window, if we go back to here, we see ultimate funnel example 2. If I hit refresh, and now we can see ultimate funnel example 3 is there. Boom, updated in real time, and we can get access to, or we can see our changes as they happen. So we can go through, edit this stuff super fast, hit save, update, and see how it goes. And each one is its own. Each lesson has its own, like I say, its own little editor. Open it up, and it's just a more skinny version of the other one that we worked with on the page, but same type of thing: sections, columns, elements. Right? The columns have rows, the rows have columns, and that's it. So we can go to anywhere on this page. Again, I like to use the elements one just to find individual things, because then it will go and highlight and move to that thing, and I can see where it is on the page, get a feel for the layout. Usually I'm just taking this and editing it once, hitting save, going back in, and then all I have to do is just hit duplicate lesson, duplicate lesson, duplicate lesson. And then I just go in, change it a link, save, go, edit, change it a link, go, save, and that's it. That's how you bang it out real fast when you're going at it here. So that's it. That is what I call the ultimate funnel, because it gets leads, right? It gives you the opportunity to monetize those leads as soon as they come in. It gives the ability to have a profit maximizer, and it gives you the ability to deliver that product easily in a very simple members area, and gives you the ability to launch more funnels, more products. You know what I mean? Do it with them inside the members area there. So that is it. Whoa, look at that. Just capped over an hour here. And I think that's about it. I'm just going to check and see if we got any. Take a look. Nope, that is it. Awesome. So don't forget to check out, as far as what we got here, go to seanbailey.com/ultimate funnel training. You can go get access to this funnel. It's shared out. I'll walk you through, map it out. You'll see I'll probably put a copy of this over on that, so you can go and watch it again there if you want. seanbailey.com/one funnel away, and that will take you there, so you can sign up for the one funnel away challenge and get access to the bonus that I offer for signing up underneath mine. And I'm going to be adding to it because I'm almost done the challenge here, and you can get access to my one funnel away Cliff Notes. I'm going to have, because the amount of information overload that normal people must feel, it's going to be amazing. So I will give them the Cliff Notes, how to get through it, the survival guide, and show them how to get their funnel launched and out the door. Hopefully stuff like this helps. And if you got any questions in regards to this, send them in here on Facebook, email them to me. You can find out my email address. It's not hard to find out. Go check me out on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching this. Had an awesome time. Peace out. Hey there, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. I got goodies underneath in the description there, and I'll see you in the next video.